What if reality wasn't something that just happened to you, but something you were actively shaping in every single moment? What if your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions weren't just personal, but were actually sculpting the path ahead, creating reality in real time? This is conscious creation. It's the principle that shows us that we are not just passive observers of life or existence. We are actually the architects of our own reality. In this video, I'll break down how this works and how you can harness the principle to create success, fulfillment, and transformation in your business, in your leadership, and your life. I'm Jeff Howell, the creator of Epic Mind Visions, where I love to explore how ancient wisdom crosses over with future insights to help us unlock our full potential. Today, we're diving into conscious creation. Conscious creation is the principle that teaches us that reality isn't fixed in time or space, it's fluid, shaped by our focus, our attention, and our alignment. It's not just a philosophical exercise, it's backed by quantum physics, it's backed by neuroscience, and the direct experience of countless high performers, visionaries, spiritual leaders, and even myself. By the end of this video, you'll understand how to align your mind, your emotions, and your actions to move forward to create the life and the business that you actually want, not the one you've been unconsciously or unintentionally reacting to. So, what is conscious creation? Conscious creation is really the realization that your external world is a direct reflection of your internal state of being. It's the ability to intentionally shape life, business, relationships by aligning with the energy and actions that resonate with the future that you want to see brought forth. Everything starts in the mind before manifesting in the physical world. It's thoughts, emotions, and actions that create a feedback loop that shapes the reality that you see in front of you. When you operate in the purest alignment possible with clear intention of what you want to see brought forth, reality reorganizes itself around that intention. And this is based in science. It's not just theory or metaphysical theory. It's really metaphysics as a science in this quantum superposition theories that the observer affects the outcome. It's like the double slit experiment, if you've heard of that. It's like where your focus determines what potential reality manifests for you. Neuroplasticity also backs this up in the sense that the brain rewires itself based on where you place your consistent focus and energy and intention. Your brain will actually rewire to help you see those things more in your reality. And as you do that, it's just like any other muscle. You're going to build it and you're going to see that more. There's science behind resonance and vibration, and that science really says that everything has an energetic frequency to it, including us. Our emotions, our actions, they're just frequencies. We are not our emotions. Emotions are just energy that's coming through us as we live our lives, based on our programming, based on our thoughts and stories, and all of those things that make up who we are from a personality standpoint. So it's really about the timelines that we align with and the beliefs and ideas that we align with that's going to determine how we react to these external stimuli through the five senses, for example. All of these things matter. They all come together and converge into that. Athletes and other high performers, they use visualization all the time. They prime their mental state. They're very good at this. They've become very good at being that intentional about how their mental energy, how they spend their mental energy, right? And in that way, they condition the reality to to really respond to their intentions, the intentions that they're putting out into the universe. And successful entrepreneurs are another example of this. They focus on the vision and alignment to that vision and mission to make the biggest impact and to create the things in the world that they want to see brought forth, rather than just being disconnected, unintentional, having a list of to-dos and tasks and just grinding through those, this grind culture, they're not resonating. They're not resonating at the right frequency. It's going to create friction. It's going to create more challenges, complications. They're going to experience conflict, lack of trust. You're going to experience perhaps business partners that don't do what they say they're going to do, vendors who don't do what they say they're going to do. So all this friction is going to be created because of misalignment. So in business and entrepreneurship, creating aligned success is just, it's a whole nother paradigm of possibility. It's a whole nother mindset of how you can be in the world, how you can be in your business. It's not just about hustle culture, hustling. It's about creating intentionally from a place of alignment, getting that the core values and mission really set in stone and holding yourself accountable to sticking to that and having the discernment to remove all of the things in your reality that don't align with that. So a key question that might help you gain a better, higher level of awareness of this is to ask yourself, are you building a business from inspiration and clarity or from a reactionary state and from scarcity? Some of the biggest entrepreneurs and biggest business leaders in the world, like Steve Jobs, they don't follow trends. They create their own approach, perspectives, and reality, and they co-create these things and bring them into the reality that they want to see brought forth. He created Steve Jobs from this deep inner vision of what he saw Apple could be, and he's created raving fans and incredible, incredible products that have changed the entire fabric of our lives. Other companies really integrate a more conscious approach into the building of the business overall and focus on using business as a vehicle for personal and professional evolution for themselves, for their teams, for their clients, for the people they provide things for. I think that is the highest level of like conscious creation, conscious entrepreneurship. Leadership, the power of the intention and vision and leadership is critical because you want to bring on the right team members and to create a culture where they are in alignment with your mission and vision and supporting you and bringing forth the vision for the company that you see possible, and even bringing forth versions of that maybe you couldn't even imagine, right? It's not, leadership is not just about managing tasks or even just managing people. You have to hold the vision. You get to hold the vision. You get to hold the people on your team to a higher level of expression, a higher level of action, a higher level of results to reach that vision along the way. So a key question for leaders is, are you leading with this alignment and energetic frequency, or are you just reacting to problems all the time? Are you being transactional with your team? Are you not looking at the highest potential of everyone and consistently helping your team members move through the challenges personally and professionally that they see, teaching them what they need to know to best support you, giving them the resources to do so, and to help them identify and grow as human beings, identify the challenges in their way. So this is critical to high-level leadership. And then in your personal life, it's really about aligning with the future that you want to see brought forth. Conscious creation, it's not just business. It's about aligning your personal life so that everything fits together. Your business is really going to serve your personal life, and your personal life is going to support your business endeavors. Aligning all of that so that your daily actions are aligning with your higher vision for both of those areas of your life. Those are the key core components of your life. A question you can ask yourself in your personal relationships are your thoughts, are your emotions, are your actions aligned with the reality that you want to see brought forth, that you're creating? If you want financial freedom, but you're constantly in a scarcity mindset and you're thinking about how to penny pinch and cut coupons and save money, like that's not the frequency of abundance. It's the frequency of scarcity. And the universe will respond to that in the same way that you're expressing it into the world. So, how do you create this level of conscious creation in your life? Now that we understand this principle a little bit, how do we apply it? One way is to define your reality with precision. You want to journal this, you want to write it out. What's the clear vision of what the reality is that you want to experience? Write it down, really clarify it. And, it's good to have a practice of, say, every 30, 60, 90 days, quarterly perhaps is enough. Go back, check it out, read it, revise it, tweak it, make it consistent along the way so that you're constantly up leveling what you think possible, and you're constantly clarifying that vision so you're always on the right track. And then once you have that vision, you want to align your actions with it. You want to align your actions with the vision that you want to see brought forth, because every action that you take, it must reflect that version of yourself that's already in that reality. So see yourself in that future version of yourself where all of these things are true, and align your actions accordingly. Become that person in real time. I don't really like the idea so much as fake it till you make it. I like fake it till you become it. In other words, convince yourself that you're already there, right? And that's becoming it in real time. And the universe will align to bring those things to reality. And then when you do that and you're taking action, you've clarified your vision, you're taking action towards it, what's going to happen? It's going to bring up a whole bunch of challenges, a whole bunch of limiting beliefs, a whole bunch of emotional, perhaps baggage that you have from your past, or relationships that you've had, people who've done you wrong, lack of trust because you've been screwed over in that business deal or whatever it is. These are all real subconscious seated beliefs that are in contradiction to that future version of yourself that you want to see brought forth. And they'll continuously block you until you work on overcoming them. As an entrepreneur in my own life, I've seen entrepreneurship, or come to describe entrepreneurship as a spiritual path, because it brings up all of my self-imposed limitations, stories, all my subconscious programming, and everything that is holding me back. And that's a beautiful thing, because I need to stir that up, bring it to the forefront, and gain the tools and awareness that I need to overcome it. So I notice more and more my inner dialogue, the ways that I'm self-sabotaging myself. All of these things come up within the framework of entrepreneurship. So as those things come up for you, you got to shift those limiting beliefs. You got to create more positive, higher resonating emotional frequencies so that you're not in this reactionary, scarcity, fear-based anger mode, but you create peace, spaciousness in your life so that you can actually have the bandwidth to create the life that you want for yourself. And one way that I do this is I harness the power of ritual and habits. Ritual meaning doesn't have to be something crazy. Ritual meaning I wake up every day and meditate for 10 minutes. That's a ritual. I go out, I put my feet in the earth, and I ground. I go down to the lake in nature. I get to experience nature on a consistent basis. I do yoga. I go to the gym. These are all rituals and habits that can support you in really transmuting the energy that's created, that maybe is getting stuck within you, and expressing it so that it calms your nervous system and brings you to this more peaceful state, so that these other things are possible. Gives you the spaciousness to have that level of intention without being in reaction. You can get clear on your vision and be more proactive. Journaling is another amazing ritual. Meditation, visualizing the reality that you want to see brought forth, and then taking the strategic, well thought out, intentional action to amplify that into reality. So the future is not something that you need to just wait for. It's something that you can really start creating by changing your mindset, your perspective, and looking at things in these new ways of anything is possible. You are infinitely powerful to create these things. The most successful people in the world, they don't just stumble around unintentionally to greatness or success. They see themselves as that version of themselves and they shape it day by day through their thoughts, actions, consistently realigning with that vision. You have the power to do that too. We all do. If this resonates with you, like, comment, subscribe, join me on the journey. I'd love to reach a larger audience, and you can help me do that. I'll leave you with a question today. What's one action you can take today that aligns with the future you want to create? Drop that in the comments. I'd love to hear your vision. Until next time, remember, reality bends to the clarity of your vision. Choose to create it consciously, and you'll be rewarded infinitely.